Alrighty then, alrighty then. Let's understand something here. Now, correct me. I could be wrong. I could be in error. Please correct me. But I truly feel as though I'm not that much off the real deal. Our ancestors, we have been in this nation called the United States of America almost 500 years. And in the first few hundred years, our ancestors, the descendants of slaves born in America with melanated skin, dark skin, the once called colored people, the once called Negro, we're now known as the African American. Our ancestors, the first few hundred years, was denied religion. There was no religion because the slave masters, those who forced our people or who made our people be brought into a slave condition, they determined that our ancestors was not even human. They had no souls, had no feelings. So what did they need God for? They were just like any other cow, chicken, pig, horse, just animals. Animals did not have a soul. So what do you need religion for? They were also denied education. So for at least 350 years, we know for at least almost 200 years, our people were denied religion, and they were, of course, denied education. It was against the law. Laws were made and passed. Do not give your slave religion or education. So here we are, 150 years since the end of the Civil War, and we have more years as a slave people than we do as a so-called free people. And I'm just wondering to myself how all of a sudden we became super smart. We do our research, we get the information. How the hell did somebody that just came off the slave plantation, where you getting your information? Where you get all this, your education? Where is all this coming from? You will listen to the black Muslims. You will listen to the Moorish Science Temple. You will listen to the Hebrew Israelites. You will listen to some of the Christian pastors. You will listen to us, and we sound so intelligent and we sound so smart. Of course, we will get our metaphysical education from the Kemetics, and we sound so smart, intelligent. They would tell you quick, do your research, get the information. What you see here, this picture here, is where they get their research and information. This is the foundation. This is the root. I don't care how blackety black they supposed to be. These men here are their foundation. Because you was a slave. Our people were slaves. They didn't know anything. They were taught they were Africans. They were taught all this blackety stuff from these men like this. And then it's like giving a person training wheels. Then after a while, you're able to go on your own. But at the root of Black Muslim, the root of Moorish Science Temple, at the root of Kemetic science, at the root of blackity black, Pan-Africanism. This is the root. This is the foundation. You didn't get it from nobody black. You didn't get it. You got it from the oppressor. They the ones that told you that you was African. They the ones told you about blackness. This is the foundation. These men right here, what you see. And then you went on to foreigners. You got information from people from Pakistan and India and other places. Foreigners. You had no other teachers. So at the root, none of your information is original. None of your information actually came from your research, your study, your original thought. You're pushing something that was sold to you by somebody else, either by your oppressor or something you picked up from some foreigners in another foreign land. You didn't know nothing about no Kemet. You didn't know nothing about no Egypt. What the hell, a slave living in America for 400 years? What the hell you know about Kemet? The only thing you know is the United States of America and your slave plantation, because you didn't go nowhere except on your slave plantation. Now all of a sudden, you know everything about the world and science and history. Okay. All right. So this develops and creates people like this man here. What's his name? Jabari Osaze. Osaze. I don't know how you pronounce it. No disrespect. I don't know how to pronounce Jabari Osaze. Osaze. I guess I'm doing the best I can. He's a self-proclaimed Kemetic priest. Self-proclaimed. Why do you say self-proclaimed? Because nobody from Egypt ordained him to be a priest. What is the religion? What was the religion of the Egyptians? We don't know. We don't know what their religion actually was. They had some kind of spirituality or whatever, but what was the name of their religious practice? We don't know. You just say Kemet. You just say Egypt because that's all that you know. You don't know their actual practice, how they worship, how they thought. They are 5,000 years gone. There was no American black people in ancient Kemet. But if you listen to people like him and others, they are experts on Kemet. Nobody taught them nothing. Nobody taught you anything. This is a fact. Nobody from Kemet taught you anything. Matter of fact, I really doubt if anybody from modern day Egypt taught you anything. So where are they getting, what is the foundation? Where are they getting all their information and research from? It's basically directly or indirectly coming from Europeans or foreigners, the Egyptians, the new Egyptians who live there, and Europeans. That's where they're getting the information from. You don't know how to read, what they call it? Hieroglyphics. You don't know nothing about that. You can barely read English. And again, nobody from Kemet taught Europeans on. They don't exist anymore. So all of it is based upon theory. This is what we think the Egyptians did, how they practiced, and we going by the things they left behind. But we really don't know. It's a theories. We really don't know. We can guess to the best of our ability. But what we have here in this poor man here, and those who follow him and those who believe like that, Kemetic science, spirituality, is nothing but a new religion for us. It's a religion. All the people of Kemet, Egypt, is dead. And the descendants from my research that I've done The actual descendants of Kemet who are alive right now were the ones who were the peasants. The ones who went extinct are those who was close to the royal family, that type of people. But those who were living out in the rural areas or whatever, they wasn't affected, and their descendants are still alive right now. In Kemet, nobody talks about them because they wasn't part of the glory, the high click, high society stuff. And of course, these people wouldn't be interested in peasants. They interested in the pharaohs, the kings, King Tut, and all that kind of good stuff. If you do your research, if you really get the information, you will find that what I'm saying is true. Metaphysical comes from European Caucasians. That's where it comes from. Metaphysical, science of the occult, Kemet, all that comes from the Europeans and what they discovered and what they theorized. It's all fabrication. It's nothing but another religion. That's all it is. Nobody ordained this man because nobody from Kemet exists. It's all fabricated. It's all made up. There were no slaves that I know of or was even taught. And when I was taught about Kemet in the 1970s, we was taught about Egypt. I was taught that they were part of Black history, but we were not them. That's not what I was taught. I don't know when we became Egyptians and when we began to embrace Kemet like that was us. To my knowledge, no slave, no Black people, even if you believe you are African, no slaves came from or were Egyptian and was brought to America. So how the hell you gonna be a damn Egyptian? How you gonna be from Kemet? Now, just like all religions, whether it be the Holy Quran or the Bible, or you practice Maya, this is not to say that these disciplines and these beliefs don't carry benefit. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that Christianity does not have benefit, or Islam, or the Hebrew Israelite ideology, or the Moorish. I'm not going to say that there's no benefit. I'm telling you that's not who we are. That's not your identity. We're not those things. We're not connected to nobody. We are our own people, and we should concentrate on learning how to know yourself instead of putting on a masquerade party, a Halloween party, and becoming and acting like something that we're not, stealing and plagiarizing other people's history. That's our history. If Kemet is your history, go take it. Why aren't you? Go take it. If Egypt is your history, go take it. If the mummy and all those things are yours, go get it. You're not going to touch nothing. It's not yours. You have no connection. Nobody from Kemet left you anything. You have nothing to do with Kemet. It's all a religion. So it's a fact that this man is not a Kemetic priest, not ordained by ancient Kemet, but some kind of made up stuff somebody did. He can be ordained that way, but he is not original. He's not authentic. He's not teaching anything authentic religion from Kemet. That's garbage. If he's authentic, then you jot down in your comments and explain it to us.